We back. All right, straight into loading screen. Why did I announce that? I don't know. I'm excited. My tootsies are cold. Like my heart.
Nice job out there, kid. I mean, I didn't get Hydra bombed until my 10th run with the Avengers.
Kid, you do know that I'm a good 3 centuries older than you, right?
Then you've got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, kid.
Okay, Abby tournament tonight.
Sure about that? Last one got a little heated.
The Eternal Spirits of Vengeance take technical fouls very seriously, especially in the fourth quarter.
Forget it. Tonight is movie night.
It is always movie night.
Exactly.
Wow, out of jail again? Who made this game? Wilson Fisk?
Well, if parking is free, clearly no one from Manhattan.
You know what they say?
They play a
All work
Monopoly.
and no play is how we ended up with Ultron. Come on, you should hang out.
Just dropping references left and right.
I should rest. Another time.
But family bonding. Look at my beautiful golden
Let me see.
armpits.
How did this work again?
Doesn't work again. That don't work. I knew this as Faustus. I thought it said fetus. Yeah, knocking on my door.
Good. You answered. Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the staff of One speaks High Elven. Blood magic stuff. Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
Yes?
So, if you're planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask later, Magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapons stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
Work?
Yeah, talking to people, making friends, basic human stuff. Or quasi-human. You're a Midnight Sun now. One of us.
Yeah.
Nico, I was just Hydra bombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I, keep seeing Wanda. She... Never mind.
Aw.
I will meet you outside.
Yes! I'll go nuke us some popcorn and you pick out a movie. Oh, and it may just be the two of us. The others went outside, needed to cool off. Really need to hang a fan over that forge. Or maybe crack open the casket of Ancient Wonders a little?
Nice. I cracked open a casket of ancient winners. I need that for my AC. I'm here.
I'm
Oh wait, what
kinda
is that?
getting the impression Doctor Strange is a little bit of a hoarder. I mean, just because it's magical junk doesn't mean it's not junk. You know what they call an artifact that only works in a pocket dimension once every 10,000 years? I don't know either, because I don't hoard junk.
Okay, I guess I'm joining. Yeah. Watching a movie. War.
I know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
Was your father there for you when you found out?
Dad was evil too. Long story, lots of drama. There was a cool dinosaur. I'll fill you in later. Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but
Cool dinosaur.
yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to make that happen. Makes me hate her even more.
Lilith gave birth to me, but Caretaker was my true mother.
Right, so your adoptive mom raised you to kill your birth mom.
Issues.
You'll fit in perfectly. Enough about our crappy parents. You missed out on decades of good movies. It's my solemn duty to fill this knowledge gap with the best examples I can provide.
This is
So,
me and Jared.
First thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor.
Yeah, shit. Of course. Pulp Fiction reference right off the bat. Oh my goodness.
Can we do it again? So, what did you think of the movie?
I understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries.
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the void. I dreamt
Of what?
of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me. I know it from my dreams.
Oh.
That's not creepy at all. So, do you know everything?
No, think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have no idea how to drive.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the Staff of One? Or who were the Runaways?
I had some questions about your staff.
Sure. But first, the basics. The Staff of One interprets words or phrases as spells, but it can only cast a spell once. No repeats.
Can
What?
you tell me how the Staff of One functions?
It's, blood magic, so my own blood is required to summon it. You wouldn't believe how many adhesive bandages I go through each year.
What about the words you speak?
They come true. Kind of. And not always the way I expect. It's like making a wish, but you can never make the same wish again.
Hmm.
I had some questions about your staff.
Go.
If each magical effect is unique, do you worry you will run out of words?
Not really. I only use the staff's power when I truly need it. The rest of the time, I rely on more conventional means. Like, you know, magic.
I had some questions.
The Runaways?
Phase.
Sure thing.
Were you all heroes who banded together?
No, we were normal kids. We saw each other once a year when our parents got together to reminisce. And then we found out 2 very disturbing things. First, our parents were supervillains who sacrificed children to evil gods. Second, each of us had some sort of powerful birthright. Our parents wanted us to follow in their footsteps.
Wow.
What did you do?
We did finish
We
that
ran, but eventually we realized only the 6 of us could stop our parents and their dark gods, so we faced them and stopped them from destroying reality as we know it. You know, typical kid stuff.
Who was on the team?
At first, Chase with his mad science gear, Molly, our pint-sized powerhouse, Carolina, the solar-powered sweetheart. Gert had a telepathic link to Old Lace, a genetically engineered Deinonychus from the 87th century. I handled the blood magic, though I didn't understand it much. And Alex, well, we don't talk about Alex.
Where are your friends now?
Molly attends Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Carolina left Earth to marry alien nobility. Gert, she,
Oh, dang.
she didn't make it.
And Gert dead.
After Gert passed, Chase and I had a falling out. The last I heard, he and Old Lace are living at his family home in LA. As for Alex, he chose his side, and it wasn't ours. He died with our parents.
Well, okay then.
I should get going.
Guess I don't need to finish that show now.
Good timing. Looks like Caretaker wants to speak with you, and wow, I should get to bed. Time flies when you're hanging out.
I'm glad to see you're using your free time productively.
But
I'm sure you'll want to rest.
fine.
Looks like you're finding your way around. Maybe making some new friends.
Yeah.
I was planning on getting some rest, but
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon. Not quite like it was in the good old days.
I remember many sleepless nights and blood-soaked days. Always on the hunt.
I'll give you that. But there were times back then I wouldn't trade for anything. With both you and...
Agatha. Where is
There
Agatha?
we go.
I am sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know... Agatha... She's no longer with us.
What? That is impossible. She was so...
Fierce, indomitable, or maybe just kind
Yeah.
to a fault.
Agatha's power. How could she be gone?
She put her trust in the wrong person. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit, a powerful spellcaster in her own right. Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen. Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her, but she would not listen. There was an incident. An accident, I'm sure, but...
Agatha was killed.
Yes, incinerated in an instant.
Dang.
Not even ash to remember her by. The others
Ain't
were
dead.
heartbroken,
He ain't
as
it.
was I. But I also saw the danger, the threat, if Wanda's powers were left unchecked. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away, to the Sanctum Sanctorum, to study under Doctor Strange. I know the others still harbor a great deal of resentment towards me for it.
The light or dark? I'm assuming this is. Huh. No, I can't. I don't.
Was Wanda so different from me as a child? Was it that easy to send her away?
I didn't have a choice. Wanda's powers were beyond even her own control. And this time I had no Agatha to help me, as I had with you. I thought she would be safe with Strange. On that part, at least, I was clearly mistaken. Ah, Wanda. Agatha. It seems we've lost them both now. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory
Yes,
on the
oh.
grounds, hoping to find some solace, a way to move forward. You should pay your respects. Maybe you'll find what I couldn't. Good night, Hunter.
Let's go, Charlie. Don't bite me, Charlie. If you do, I'm gonna say. I already did this. He's got a kitty cat. That cat is not happy. Hey, Aggie.
Agatha.
You always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter. Just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things. That's my Hunter.
You seem strangely at ease about this whole thing.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride. Even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by
Peeking
the
on
cave
people.
just over there. You know the one.
The Bloodgate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen?
Oh. Ooh. Dang, okay.
This ominous-looking portal is known as a blood gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Bloodgate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
Yes.
Whoa.
Oh, the Elder God. Oh, shoot. A bard. Okay.
Not what you were expecting, is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtor.
Sarah, Caretaker, was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I shall know.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference.
And this is my challenge.
Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Yo!
Charlie?
Yeah.
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear.
Charlie!
As the goddess of balance and order, Ashtor was sometimes called the giver of justice.
Like two
You
mark
can
each
expect
enemy
a
in an
fair
area.
fight, or at least her idea of one.
Now that was something. You were too weak for this fight. Your mother abandoned you.
Kind of useless using the refund on those. You said your mother. Oh my goodness. I just heard that.
I am impressed.
Oh, Charlie. Oh, I'm corrupted.
They are still coming for me.
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless beasts. Don't hesitate to strike. They certainly won't.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Better.
Feel my call. Once again, Lilith's servants fall. I see not much has changed from the world's fanatics. Take advantage while they focus on me.
You can imagine why Sarah was so fond of Ashtor. If I caretaker after the goddess herself.
Can I? No, they're not close enough.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Come on.
Lilith herself could not best me. What makes you think you will fare any better?
It's a shame Charlie couldn't have a more pleasant reunion with her kin. But I don't think they're feeling very sentimental. Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter.
Yeah,
We'll
good girl,
finish this
Carly.
trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
Yeah, good girl. That's like comic book covers. Hey. Bust it down, why don't I?
This looks like
Locks and gates to be open.
Sarah was right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now.
Why, thank you.
The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the blood.
Get this collar removed.
Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtor for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
Hey. Stuff. Can I? Roger this. Not paying attention. How do I? Hey. I'm here. What do I do? Stupid. Word of power. Okay. How? Wanda's journal. What's that doing in here? Oh my goodness. I feel like an idiot. Okay. Okay, figured it out. Okay, so.
Oster
Like a
smiles
dragonborn.
upon me.
These chests. I don't have any keys for them.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes
Am I
on
behind
it.
the gate?
It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker
Yeah.
brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was
Yo.
no coincidence that they wound up
I'm like
so close
opening
to
up this
Salem.
game.
This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme.
Wow.
Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see
Yeah, actually,
me yet.
Agatha.
Good night, Hunter.
Okay. But like, I want to explore all of that. Ooh. This is nice and all, but does this do anything for me? Okay. Whatever. Okay. Let's get out of here.
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at
Later.
your earliest convenience.
Later.
Again, that's Hunter to the forge. Thank you. Strange out.
Oh, let me over there. Huh. I was over here before. Ooh. Where? Here. Okay. So long. So
There are cracks in this wall.
nope.
The goddess disagrees.
Okay. And then there's the gate. Sheesh. So wait. I can't get in. I thought. What? What? Wait, there's a chest in here? Oh, yeah, there is. Fine. Wait. I the eerie. Guess I need to actually get back to Abby and down to the forge. Stop running around like a lunatic. I'm here.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate?
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a "we" in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
Ah, I see.
Ah, I see. And says nothing.
Intriguing.
If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever's in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts.
You know.
I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
Do you think this will be enough to give us an edge?
I hope so. Whatever it is, it's quite powerful. I'm relying on my instincts here, but truly that's all I have to rely on until I can find a way to access the Sanctum's archives again.
That seems a bit risky.
Right now, with the Sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter.
Me too.
Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside.
Right, come on.
Approach the anvil, Hunter.
I can invite to Haven. I can just invite these dudes. I want them to be my friend, though.
What is this?
Oh.
That is something.
I should probably save those invites. But later,
Curious.
find a character. I do like Blade's like multi-attack kind of thing. I get him like leveled up. Let me do it.
There's my hunter.
All right, let's
Glad to see you're adjusting.
I would love to study the artifact. How do
There's more to this work.
Here?
Please tell me it's not another amulet. I'm not expecting any differences with this one.
Is this an equivalent of loot crates?
By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The Cube of Nothingness. The Tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this
Cube
morning
of
with
nothingness.
your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Wow.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within. These were relatively common at one point in history.
Ooh. Dang. Oh, dang. Okay. So. Cool. 2 options. This one.
Shh. Tony is working. Got more coil for me? Let's see what you've got here. How long did you say you were exposed to this thing? It's... What do you think?
And that one's new, I'll take it.
Don't forget to write.
There we go.
Hey, Hunter. Got a sec to spare?
Sure. Oh, you're just right there. Okay.
You've been here more in the past few days than I have since ever. The forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles
Getting
up
way
an
too
old
overwhelmed.
demon.
I need to just like start doing some missions. Holy cow.
Speaking of, there's something you should
wrap my brain
know
around what's
about
going
me.
on.
You are bonded with a spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another, just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian Sofa.
It would be my honor to spar with the spirit of vengeance.
Wow, he's real excited. Never thought he'd get bouncy, but here we are. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blake to set things up. Won't take a minute.
I will head to the yard.
I kind of really want.
When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Oh. Ooh. Alright, quick sparring session.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on? I'm talking training.
Like playing with fire, huh?
Man looks weird. Putting that
Maybe
out
you
there.
should be the special.
Oh, it just... Okay.
Ready to work?
Does it? Okay. I can combine these two people.
Hunter,
when I'm not even
report to the war room. We've got a mission.
I'm here.
Always on the hunt.
You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city. But we need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let's get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem, though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
There's no passage to New York, or anywhere for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
Do not worry, Captain. I will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do, get-it-done, old-timey prophesied savior of humanity attitude I was hoping to see today.
Wow.
Still, you better hurry. Not sure how long Hydra
It's like
will remain in their
email
current
Tony
position.
Stark.
Then I shall make haste.
Yes, you hasten as much as you can, Hunter. Not much more I can tell you, Hunter. Though I did hear her mutter something about Wanda right before she poofed away. Maybe that helps.
Thanks, Captain.
All right.
Crazy world you woke up to, Hunter.
It isn't...
And that op against Faustus. I see what you did there, and you're not wrong. Never met a gal who could throw me into the sun before.
She is a formidable ally in our...
Hell yeah, she is. Smart, quick-witted, fearless.
And do you find all of your allies equal?
Yes. No. Wait.
You are not used to expressing feelings of affection, are you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yo,
My apologies.
And if I did, this ain't my first rodeo, you know?
Of course it is not. Whatever a rodeo is.
Yeah. Well, now that that's... And maybe we should keep this,
Have you seen...
Nope.
Oh.
Where is this child? Just find. Do I just talk to people? If they saw her, I already talked to you. Wait. And there's where she is, like the exit. Any hints or ideas? There's, oh, she's just over here. Hi.
This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess.
Aw.
You are to ask me to do the one thing the others value me for. Opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
It is never easy to lose a comrade. I know this too well.
We did not lose Wanda. We let her go. Before any of this started. Wanda's first grimoire.
Oh.
Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers. She would never let me read it. So now I read it.
No good ever comes from a book like that. Trust me.
Funny, you sound like Wanda. She was also afraid of her power. I can almost hear her scolding me for invading her privacy. But I've done far worse than to rummage through someone else's things.
Aww. I'm
Far
sorry, I just looked
worse.
at the background and I looked
And
quick
so have you. I
It
know
too.
what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be dragged to some hell dimension so hot that your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. Until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash.
This person,
I
this
cannot
lady,
let
this
such a
woman
fate
is
happen to her.
pathetic.
We will find her. I can feel it.
And just who will find her? Caretaker? The Avengers? Do not try to fool me with your false empathy, Hunter. I know Caretaker will never waste resources looking for her.
I'm not caretaker.
Ileana, just open the portal.
You are like an Avenger. All you do is take, take, take. You expect too much. Okay, I will open your damn portal. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time. Perhaps Doctor Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the Forge and focus more on his magic. No matter. I will be there when you are ready, Hunter. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Go. Like that. She is kind of mean. Alrighty. We'll stand here and look at my beautiful douchebag.